Recording in progress.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. We'll start the protection policy meeting for Monday, April 14th. It is now 5:01 p.m. Roll call. Morgan.
Present.
Alder Grant.
Present.
Alder Scannell, not here today. And myself. We do have quorum, so we'll move on to approval of the agenda. Do you have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approval of the minutes for July 24th, 2023, Protection Policy Committee meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, under regular business, consideration with possible action on the change of agent for Marcus Cinema of Wisconsin LLC, Marcus Cinema Green Bay East at 1000 Kettler Drive. Maya,
No objection.
please.
Please concur.
Take a motion for approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, ayes have it. On to number 2, consider its possible action on application for the available Class B liquor and Class B beer license for BE Refreshments, Inc. at 850 Kettler Drive, Suite 2, with a licensed premise description as wedding venue and conference center. Building has 1 large room with bar and 2 conference rooms. We will be hosting weddings as well as business events and dinners. Alcohol will be sold and consumed in the main wedding hall, the hallway, the conference room. Alcohol will be stored in the beverage coolers as well as the bar area in the main wedding hall. Attorney,
No objections.
please.
Please concur.
Okay, thank you. Take a motion to approve.
Motion to
Motion
approve.
to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? All right, ayes have it. And number 3, consideration with possible action on an application for Class B liquor and Class B beer license for Rockies Tequila LLC.
Tequila.
Yep, thank you. LLC at 1949 Main Street with licensed premise description as served in dining room, stored in a separate area in a separate room with the approvals of the proper authorities. Staff,
No objection.
please.
We concur.
I'll take a motion to approve.
Motion
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Alder. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? All right, ayes have it.
And can we just tell them what, this goes on the,
Yeah, I
for
will.
approval?
Number 4, consideration of possible action on reserved Class B liquor license for allegedly LLC at 2056 Main Street, Suite A, with a licensed premise description as alcohol will be sold in the main bar area and it will be stored in our back coolers and our coolers we have behind the bar. Attorney,
No objections.
please.
No objections.
All right, take a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nays?
Aye.
All right, approved. Consideration with possible action on application for available Class B liquor and Class B beer license for Baker and Mac Arthur Inc. at 324 North Roosevelt Street with a licensed premise description as bar, locker room, 2 bathrooms, back locker, storage unit, basement. Attorney?
I would mention that this is in the Old Main moratorium area as well as 300 feet from the school. So other than that, I do not have objections, but the 300 foot within the school requires a 2/3 vote by council. And then the Old Main moratorium consideration is city council's decision to follow the moratorium act.
Staff? Please.
No objections here?
Are they serving food?
No. I believe it is
Where
just a bar, but it
approximately
has
is
been a
this?
bar previously as well.
Is that at Roosevelt, Maine, or what is that?
324 North Roosevelt.
Yep, right at Roosevelt, Maine.
Right along the bridge there?
Yep.
We do have the liquor license applicant here if you have questions.
Do you have any questions for that?
No, that's always had a license, previous owners there, correct?
Yes.
Alder Grant, any questions?
No.
Make a motion to approve?
All right, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nay? Right, ayes have it. So this will require 2/3 vote at the common council.
Yeah, so,
Correct.
can we do the recommendation for the waiver separately?
For the school. to
Yeah,
waive
for the school, the waiver separately, grant the waiver.
Oh, so we have to grant the waiver?
Yeah, grant the, right, approve the application and the waiver. We should do that, take 2 votes probably, would be best. Even though it requires council's 2/3, but it's just a recommendation to grant the waiver.
Okay. So we have a motion to grant the waiver?
Make a motion to grant the waiver.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nays?
Aye.
Right, ayes have it. Good. Right. Number 6, consideration possible action on Class B liquor and Class B beer license for Vic Theater Green Bay LLC at 217 East Walnut Avenue with the license premise description as second floor conference room and theater entrance. Yeah?
No objections, would note it's in the downtown moratorium. This is also discretionary for council.
Okay. Please?
No objections.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nays?
What would the moratorium be for downtown? What does that actually entail?
It's just a maximum number of licensed establishments in the designated area created by council several years ago.
Is this another 2/3 vote?
No, that was, the 2/3 was for the distance to the school. This is just a moratorium. We have several that are created by resolution and one created by ordinance, which isn't discretionary.
Thank you.
All right, ready? Consideration of possible action on application for a Class B liquor and Class B beer license for Taste of the South on Wheels LLC at 114 South Broadway with the license premise description as behind bar and kitchen and basement. Attorney?
This one is in the Broadway moratorium, and I would defer to PD for other comments about enforcement matters or prior history.
Okay, please.
We're recommending denial of issuing this license. The license applicant in the past has held a license in the city of Green Bay where they have violated their stipulation agreement in the past. And I guess being in the moratorium, with what they're planning on serving, how they're doing it, that they're not going to be able to uphold or serve how they're planning on. I guess it's an easiest way of saying it. They said 70% food, 30% liquor, and they're not going to be able to do that based on their premise.
So they're not eligible for, the moratorium still applies, need to be considered a bar. The restaurant exception, to our knowledge, won't apply based on the information we have from county and state about food service.
Any questions?
If we deny this, then make a motion to deny it, then it doesn't go to the council even?
No, it will. This is just a recommendation too for this as well.
LeGrand, any questions?
Mhm.
How long ago were you having issues with this?
They own the business on, it was on Main Street in Abrams. It was like 2019, right before COVID. And I believe that's when they surrendered their license to us because of the issues we were having, or to the city because of the issues.
Is the applicant here to this evening?
It was like right on Main and Abrams. There's that like shelter, kitty corner from, yeah, it was called Taste of the South or Taste of Southern Cuisine.
Any other questions? Would you like
None
to-
for me.
Would you like to do a motion?
I make a motion to deny it.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion for denial. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nays? All right, ayes have it. Consideration of possible action on appeal by John Rome, 1315 South Oakland Avenue regarding reinspection fees. This was filed with the Law Department on 1/11/2023 and previously discussed at a January 23rd Protection and Policy Committee meeting. Attorney?
I think we just need to, reminder that this is for $400 of inspection fees dated back 30 days from January 11th. I think that's what we talked about last time. And we gave Mr. Rome 2 weeks to come back, and I see he's here, and staff from inspections are also here. So whoever you'd like to hear from,
Should we approach?
you could wait for the chair to decide.
Sure.
You
Check
continue.
your inspection first.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on.
We're going to have inspections talk first, so we haven't opened the floor up to the rest of the public yet.
I have Inspector Tim Mees here as well, if you have specifics. 99% completed. Just needs to be some painting or coating on the exterior wood soffits and fascia on the garage. Just want to make a note that the fees, Attorney, there was a fee that was issued in May, on May 1st. That was the original deadline. So Inspector Mees did issue a reinspection fee. So we can take that into consideration during this decision as well. It was issued on May 1st. Mr. Rome came in questioning the fee. At that time that I met with Mr. Rome in the office, I told him that we would
Okay.
consider it
Was
here.
that 50 or 75?
This was 75.
Okay. So then, is it correct that it's the 400 from earlier, then at the deadline, and then the 75 as well from May? I think. Just checking, I'll let you check your numbers.
Are we considering the December 9th one?
No, it would be anything December 11 through the January 11th appeal date. I think that's what we decided the first meeting. So that was what was discussed. Plus this May reference you had, May of '23.
My math might be like 425.
Are these in the packet?
What's that?
Are these in the
No, those were
packet?
just taken today. So,
Oh, they were taken.
because the due date was today, so Inspector Mees just took them today so that way you can see what the
All
condition
the-
was today.
All the Grant, did you want to look at these, see these photos? It
How's
looks,
that?
it looks like all that needs to be done is painting.
Okay.
The roof's been repaired, the siding's been repaired.
See if you can see it.
I don't know which camera it
It's got to be that one.
Probably even be
Your
is.
laptop.
Over there?
best if I email them to her.
Okay.
Do you want to do that, or should I
I
see
can
if
do
I
it.
can hold them up? Or- Let me see if she sees them.
I don't know. You like to turn your camera?
I don't know if that's a camera or not.
Oh, isn't it right there?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
This is super.
Ask her if she's able to see this.
Are you able to see that?
Yeah, if you're not calling, I'll call them, Morgan.
Okay.
It's okay, I can email them to her.
Close.
I'm not going to play.
Yeah, we can just,
Right now, or?
or you, were you gonna go in there and scan?
Yeah.
I can do it.
Okay,
I'll do it.
yeah.
I'll do it. I'll send it to her.
Okay.
You're fine, no, this is not that. Party.
So
Is
we're
there-
looking at $475 now?
I believe it's 505, if my math is correct.
So you said it needs painting yet?
Yeah.
And what else?
I'm sorry, Bill?
Other than painting, what needs to be done?
That's it. Yes, there's replaced fascia boards and trim boards that are exposed currently and not protected from the elements. So it's the trim boards and fascia boards that need the priming and the painting. And that's the last of it.
I must say, I'm glad to see it has cleaned up around it also. I know the last couple meetings all we've seen is pictures of boards laying around and stuff, and I see that's all cleaned up now, so.
Yes, sir.
Did John state when he'd have the painting done?
I haven't heard from him in that regard, so.
Any questions for inspections?
You should be getting pictures emailed to you, I believe.
Nothing came through yet, but I'm sure it'll come any second.
I'd just like to note that the fees weren't exclusively for the garage. There were the other items. The front porch, guardrails, handrail, missing portion of siding originally that took a while to get. So it wasn't just exclusively for the garage. That was one part of the items, but the fees were a result of some timeliness on some of the other. I have some of those photos yet if you need to.
I'm assuming that's all taken care of.
Yeah, they were all taken care of in January. January 25th, I believe, was the date that those were, the final item of those was correct.
Tell you, it's a world of difference. All the grant, you should have received that.
Yep, I got it. Looks good.
Thank you.
I don't have any other questions. Okay.
No, what are we going to, or do we have something that we are approving or denying for lowering fees right now? Or are we open for suggestions, or what are we looking at doing?
Suggestions?
So Mr. Rompel appealed for his inspection fees, which is the dollar amount dating from December 11 through January 1st, and then also those fees while his appeal was pending. I think Mr. Covey provided that number.
Yeah, it was,
So you can either grant his appeal of that, which means those would be taken off his invoice from the city, reduce it, or you can deny it, and obviously, what did I say, deny, grant his appeal or some modification thereof. I forgot which one I said first.
Do you feel he's been working with you properly? Or you felt you've installed, or anything that we should take note of?
I'll defer to Inspector.
Yes, Inspector.
Well, this particular complaint case now is over 10 months old, and so we're not at compliance yet. There's been communication, there's been progress. It's been slow to come, and we're still not there yet.
The complaint originated on August 31st of 2022.
Yeah. We had a original deadline of early October. So
It took a lot of following up
Right.
to get to this point. We're here, we're glad that we're at this point. The goal hopefully is to get it quicker, but we're glad that we're here. But the goal is compliance, and that's what we're shooting for. So
This
that's
is our
why we're-
third or fourth discussion on this one.
Third.
Third.
Okay.
I have nothing else, thank you.
I do have a question, but we need to open the floor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Make a motion to open the floor to the public.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. All right, you can come on up. Sean.
good evening, board.
Okay, my question is, when will the painting be finished?
The fascia would be stained, and it's gonna be stained a couple times, that it become impervious to the elements. We take into consideration there were numerous violations that were met.
Which are those have been completed?
I'd asked
Right, those have been completed, we're just talking about the shed right now. When will it be finished painted or stained or whatever you do with it?
what guideline would that fall under?
What deadline?
What do you mean?
In making the wood that's installed with 1x4, which 2.5 inches is exposed.
Sure, they're requiring you to paint the building or stain it, because it's still raw.
I had no
raw wood.
intentions of doing any more to the property.
Okay.
Is that necessary?
Inspections?
John, what was the question?
Is that necessary?
Yes.
So the requirement for painting or staining.
Yeah, I mean, it's a housing code requirement.
We start at 5:30.
We start at 5, I'll scale. We're almost done though, but you can catch the last item if you like.
Come join us, sit down. Almost done.
It's 5:30, was it, we used to meet at 5:30? Then we changed it?
A couple of meetings ago. That's okay.
Summer's been fine. Sorry.
We're on item number 8.
Oh, I've been
Okay,
out
go
all
ahead.
day.
I just read
Because
this
of the
at
weather
5, so I
illness.
came at 5.
We live in Wisconsin, rain, snow, sleet, rain. Any exterior siding covering needs to have some protection from rot and decay. So when you have just exposed wood that's not treated, it needs to have some type of exterior coating on it, whether it be stain, paint, something to protect it from rot and decay. So unprotected soffits and fascia would result in us being right back here in a short period of time if it's not treated. And it is part of our municipal ordinance and housing maintenance code.
So it's new, yeah, it's new pieces of wood, it's new pieces of lumber, but
5 minutes.
That's wrong.
it's just unprotected,
Right.
so.
So are we just talking about the trim or the entire building?
We're talking about the trim.
Just the trim?
The fascia boards and the trim,
Because all this looks like it's protected.
yeah, that's been coated, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the trim at the corners, across at the top of the door, then on the backside, there's some trim pieces at the rear of the structure that are
And
for
you're
new
planning-
boards, but they're just not coated.
And you're planning on staining that?
It could be accomplished this weekend.
There's some
I haven't
stuff.
seen any reason why not.
Weather dependent.
We're in Wisconsin, yes.
So it does not have to be painted as long as it is treated.
Yeah, with an exterior rated product,
Correct.
yeah. Whether
Sealant
it's
or something.
varnish, stain, paint, and there's flexibility there.
Thank you.
So we're talking
Check it out.
$500.
Whatever.
Any other questions? Alder Grant? Thoughts? No questions?
No.
Take a motion, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Take a motion to close the floor.
Motion to close the floor, I could do that.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, nay, all right, ayes have it. All right, discussion?
Well, as we've discussed in the past, in a lot of these, the city does spend a lot of money doing inspections and trying to make the neighborhoods happy and make sure that they are in a position where they do not get damaged further, like making sure everything's sealed, so I don't think I would vote to eliminate everything. I might consider, cutting in half or something that everyone would agree on.
So we're at 5:05, so you want to cut it in half?
Make it 250 even.
Alders that total that you're considering is $475.
Oh, 475.
475?
Yeah.
This will make it 250.
250, yeah.
Is it a 250 credit or remaining?
225 credit, so there'd be
225
remaining
credit.
balance of 250.
He has an outstanding balance, that's why I asked, just for invoice.
I would consider that and make a motion when we're done discussion.
Alder Grant, any comments?
Nope, I think that sounds good.
Alder Scannell?
Well, I'm gonna ride the majority here, I guess.
Been involved twice already.
I've been involved, I remember this, but, you know, having missed out on the discussion, I will trust what my fellow alders here are putting together.
I would agree too, but I would put the caveat that it needs to be painted or stained by the next common council meeting.
I agree.
Would you be able to inspect it by August 22nd?
I'd like to make a motion then that we change this to give him a reduction of $225 with the stipulation that inspection finalizes and approves that everything is completed before our next full common council meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes.
Aye.
Nay, ayes have it. Okay, everything that was discussed this evening is a recommendation to common council for final approval, which is August 22nd at 6 PM. Okay.
Thank you, Board.
Yep, you're welcome.
Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
All right, on to informational, the liquor violation report, please.
We have no violations to report. Liquor
Perfect.
violations to report.
I feel violated by that, like a violation.
The clerk, liquor licensing report.
Yes, so
Had to get
at
in.
this time, the clerk's office cannot take any more applications for available liquor licenses. The city has granted 4 licenses that have not yet been issued. We do want to recognize, and this will, I'll hold it for item 3. All right.
Item number 3.
All right, so the clerk's office, there is a Scrivener's error in here, so we will be releasing 1 available liquor license into the pool. And so the city can start taking applications for that 1 available liquor license beginning Wednesday, August 23rd at 7:30 a.m., which is the start of the business day. This was the release of the First and Bowl license that was not renewed, and they've now expired their appeal dates.
I'll take a motion to receive and place in file these 3 items.
Motion to receive it and place it on file.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? All right, ayes have it. Motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're now adjourned.
I was napping until 4:30.
Aye.